IMBOLC, the time to awaken from our winter slumber and prepare for the coming of spring. Also known as Midwinter, Candlemas, and several Gaelic names I won't dare try to pronounce, IMBOLC celebrates the midpoint between the winter solstice and spring equinox. Today, our 30-minute slow flow yoga practice is inspired by this ancient festival honoring growing light and the first signs of spring. Some say that IMBOLC means in the belly, as the seeds of spring stir in the belly of the earth. Even though the days are still cold and the nights are still long, IMBOLC asks us to embrace the possibility, optimism, and fertility of spring. May we all cross this threshold with courage, remembering all our relations and that nature always provides. Welcome back to Moon Medicine Yoga with me, Allison. Happy IMBOLC to all. Before we begin, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any upcoming yoga classes with the moon and the seasons. Today's practice will nurture the belly with twists and incorporate some sacred IMBOLC symbols. There is also a link to a playlist for class if you'd like to use it. You can press play now. Let's start lying down today with the soles of the feet together and the knees wide, as if you're a seed that's just cracked open. Rest your hands on your belly. Just feel the breath moving in and out. Arriving in this moment and feeling the earth rising up to support you. On your next breath in, reach the arms overhead, grabbing opposite elbows, creating a small sprout from your seed. Keep the shoulder blades on the mat and just breathe into this stretch. Keep holding on to your elbows and inhale the forearms over your chest. Close the knees and walk the feet as wide as the mat. Start to shift the elbows side to side as you windshield wipe your legs in the opposite direction, creating this fluid twist like a stirring seed. Find a rhythm with your breath, maybe inhaling through center and exhaling into the twist. Notice the gentle stretch you're creating in the shoulders. The next time the knees fall to the right, pause. Open your arms wide for a twist Keep the feet as wide as the mat, so your legs are staggered. Option to stack your right heel upon your left knee. Take a deep breath here and feel. Keeping the heel in place, inhale the legs to center, creating a figure 4 shape, preparing for a reclined pigeon. Reach through and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Take a deep breath into this stretch and relax your jaw and your eyebrows. Keep the feet nice and flexed here too. On your inhale, release, setting the feet down as wide as the mat once again. And let your knees fall over to the left side. Open your arms wide for the twist. And again, you have the option to stack your left heel upon your right knee. Keep the breath deep and in the belly. Keeping the heel on the knee, inhale your legs to center, once again finding that figure 4 shape for reclined pigeon. Reach through and interlace your hands behind the right thigh this time, flexing the feet. Feel the spine flat against the earth, broaden through the chest. On your inhale, release. Bring the knees into the chest, creating our final seed shape. Option to curl up nice and tight, bring your nose to the knees. Now releasing the legs. Let's roll to the right side, coming into the fetal position. Gently press yourself up onto all fours. As you exhale, sink back into a nice wide knee child's pose. So here your big toes might be touching with the knees as wide as the mat, letting the belly soften between the thighs. You can reach your arms forward or stack your hands, creating a little forehead pillow. On your next breath in, walk the hands in, rising up to sit on your heels and bring your knees together. Bring the arms down by your sides as if you were in a kneeling mountain pose. On your breath in, sweep the arms wide and up to the sky as you rise up to your knees. Exhale, hands to heart center as you sit back on the heels once again. Inhale, rise up, sweeping the arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart as you ground. Just move with your breath here, making sure you really extend those arms out of the shoulder sockets, creating a sense of awakening in the body. On your next breath in, reach up and pause. And staying on the knees, bring your hands to heart center. As you exhale, step the right foot forward, arriving in a low lunge. Inhale, lift your elbows, and exhale, twist to the right, hooking your elbow to the outside of the knee. If this is too much or in any way uncomfortable, you can bring left hand to the mat and reach your right arm to the sky. Steady your eyes and your breath. On your inhale, look down and frame your foot with your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. As you exhale, step the back foot forward, setting it to the outside of your front foot. So you're in a forward bend with the legs crossed, the right shin in front. On your inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, fold in. We'll call this a snowdrop fold, named for those little white flowers, one of the first signs of spring and one of the symbols of IMBOLC. You can also use a block here under your hands to bring the earth a bit closer. On your breath in, lift halfway, exhaling hands to the hips, and slowly rise to standing, keeping the legs crossed. Inhale the arms overhead and grab your left wrist with the right peace fingers. On your inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, side bend to the right, gently tugging on your left wrist. Inhale slowly back to center. Exhale, fold down, keeping the legs crossed. Inhale, lift halfway. Step your left foot back and then your right foot for plank. Exhale, lower to the belly, nice and slow. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift your heart for cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Again with knees wide, big toes touching, the belly resting between the thighs. Come back to your breath and soften into the ground. On your inhale, walk your hands in, rising up to sit on your heels, closing your knees. Bring the fingertips to the tops of your shoulders, so the forefingers are in front and your thumb is behind. For a little kundalini twisting kriya. On your inhale, twist left. On your exhale, twist to the right. And then start to pick up the pace. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Moving quickly here to start to stoke that fire in the belly and to warm the spine. Keep going just a little longer. And then slowing down, inhale, reach the arms up, rising to the knees. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just be still for a moment, collecting yourself, and stepping left foot forward for low lunge. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, twist, hooking your elbow or taking another variation. You can look to the horizon or over your top shoulder to the sky. On your inhale, looking down, unravel, hands to mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and step the back foot forward again to the outside of your front foot. Maybe the outside edges of your feet are touching, or maybe there's a little bit of space, but the left shin is in front. On your inhale, lift your heart looking forward. On your exhale, fold in to your snowdrop forward bend. Option to grab opposite elbows and to let your head dangle. Releasing the arms, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the hips and rise up to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. This time, the left peace fingers wrap around the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, side bend to the left. This is a beautiful stretch for the side body, of course, and also the IT band. Inhale slowly back to center, keeping your legs crossed. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, lift halfway, and stepping the right foot back and then the left for plank pose. Slowly lower to the belly. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart to either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Our first down dog of class. Relax the head and neck. Just feel the earth under the hands and under the feet. From here, walk the hands and feet towards the middle of the mat. Pausing in a forward bend there. And inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. And then slowly rising up. Preparing for a little balancing shape. Going to keep the hands on the hips. And float the right knee into the chest. Place your left hand on the right knee. As you inhale, reach your right arm back in space. A balancing twist. To take this a bit further into our brigid cross, standing twist, you can grab the outside edge of your foot and extend that right leg long. the Brigid cross, of course, being that popular symbol of IMBOLC woven from straw with arms going in the 4 directions, honoring the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 winds, the 4 elements. We'll slowly release, first by bending into the knee, setting the foot down, and then one at a time, wave the arms backwards, just resetting. It's like a little dance. And then again, hands on the hips, preparing for the second side. Steady your gaze, and when you're ready, float the left knee into the chest. Bring your right hand to the knee, just for starters. See how it feels. Reach your left arm back. To take the full Brigid cross shape, grab the outside edge of your foot and extend the leg, pressing your heel forward. Remember to keep that standing knee a little soft, just don't lock the joint. Last breath here. And slowly bending into the knee and releasing. We'll make our way into mountain pose, arms by the sides. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, lifting halfway. And exhale, walk the hands and feet back to downward facing dog. Option to flush through the vinyasa if that's in your practice, or you could just stay here. On your exhale, dropping the knees to mat for child's pose. Your choice whether you'd like the knees together or nice and wide this time. Extend the arms forward. And on your exhale, thread the right arm across the chest, creating a nice shoulder opening variation of the pose. You can turn your head slightly to the left as well. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your weight into that right shoulder. On your breath in, switch, right arm forward, left arm threads across. Snuggle yourself in, making any adjustments you need to feel comfortable. On your next breath in, release, unwinding. Inhale, we're going to slither forward to the belly and then flip onto the back, arriving with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Walk your heels in nice and close so your longest finger can graze your heel. Press the low back into the mat. And then inhale, lift your hips to the sky for bridge pose. Walk your shoulder blades together. And to go a little deeper, maybe interlace the hands underneath. Energize the arms long with the palms together, sending your fists down through the space between the heels. Holding here a few more cycles of breath. Last one, pressing through the feet. And then releasing the bind. Exhale, lower your hips to the earth, nice and slow. Draw your knees into the chest. And curl up like a tight little seed. Once again, nose to knees. And then releasing. Let's stretch out, taking shape for final rest. Maybe that looks like traditional shavasana with the arms and legs nice and long by your sides. Or maybe there's another shape that you enjoy. Releasing any effort from the breath and the body. Let yourself sink into the earth and relax. And now slowly transitioning back. Start by deepening the breath. Rock your head from side to side. Rock your feet from side to side. You stretch the arms overhead, wiggling your fingers. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, and roll to your side into the fetal position. And then very gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bringing hands to heart center in stillness. Thank you all so much for joining me for this special IMBOLC yoga class. Let's bring thumbs to third eye and bow to honor each other. Happy spring awakening to one and all. Before you go, let me know how you're feeling in the comments about spring coming and all that good stuff. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you feel called to make a small offering for class, there are a couple donation links in the description. And thanks again for being here and a part of this community. I will see you again very soon on the mat and under the moon. Bye, yogis.